Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Anna Wintot, Member of Parliament, Eldama Ravine Constituency, Honorable Musa Sidma, our founding chair for Eldama Ravine Education Fund, Moses Lesonet, colleague from KCB representing the CEO, Anastasia Kemtai, CEO Inua AI, representative from AK, Kiyeng and Mutai, representative from the county government, the chief officer, colleagues and sponsors, good morning.
Good morning.
We are really very excited to be here this morning. As the chair of Uzalendo School, I'm very proud of this moment to see the great community of sponsors coming to do such a great task. This morning we've heard from Habut, one of the beneficiaries, one of the earliest beneficiaries, and it's amazing how gestures that we can do as professionals can have such a lasting impact in lives of many. Habut would probably not have that story if it was not the support that Eldama Ravine Educational Fund was able to enable him to pursue his education and continually provide a platform for mentoring him and opportunities that allowed even me to engage with him and others. I didn't know he would be the biggest ambassador of the digital opportunities that he has shared here. It's amazing to hear that indeed some of the programs we are running at the national level are having impact even to our youth across the country. As a nation, we have a youthful population. And again, majority of our people live in rural areas outside our urban cities. At times we forget that Nairobi is not just Kenya. Kenya is beyond Nairobi. We have 70% of our people living outside the major towns and in rural areas. And it's important, those of us who have been privileged to have opportunities provided by the country to serve either in private sector and public sector, to find opportunity to give back to our communities. Eldama Ravine Educational Fund and this Uzalendo Marathon provides that opportunity that we can impact the lives of many others, and we can have an opportunity to be nation builders by supporting such initiatives and creating opportunities to touch our youth through sports, which has impact. You've heard one of the greatest stories. None of us knew that supporting IREF would have an opportunity of impacting and growing a sports person of global repute and being able to become a model and an example, not only for a village, but for a country and even for the continent. So we welcome our sponsors to support this great initiative. We want it to be futuristic, we want it to last, we want it to have sustainability. And that's why we are discussing about endowment fund. We are discussing with Kenya Commercial Bank, KCB, to help us in building an endowment fund through the funds that will be raised here, so that many generations to come, Eldama Ravine Educational Fund would be available to support the needs of our young people in education and to pursue their dreams. We want to encourage many of our professionals in the public sector and private sector, besides the roles that we have in our current positions, even in public sector, driving the agendas that we have, we should find time and opportunity to go back to our villages and give back to the society and the places that brought us to be where we are. This opportunity is giving us, and we don't want to do alone. We want to do with many and share this model that can be replicated across the country. I don't want to speak beyond here, but we just welcome all of you to join us in Eldama Ravine for the Uzalendo Marathon. And the theme of this marathon is patriotism, a core ingredient for a nation building. We believe we need to rebuild our patriotism as a nation, and especially for our young people at the grassroots, so that we have a strong foundation as a nation. We also need to continue focusing on education and also the future of our country. and bringing everybody together. I want to read the list of some of our sponsors. Let me read the list of the sponsors. We are very grateful for many who have offered to support us. I'll mention the names and later they will come. We have Kenya Ports Authority, Kenya Commercial Bank, which is represented here, Nia Fiber, NSSF, Kera, Karibu Connect, Tilil Technologies, Karen Roses, my colleague PSS, several of them has made personal contributions, Kenya Power, Safaricom, Public Service Superannuation Fund, Getraco, IBRA, Huawei, Central Rift Waterworks, Kenya Forest Services, Real Hospital, JTL, Wausi, Chambo Bay, the Office of Data Protection Commissioner, Communications Authority of Kenya, and Tourism Fund, and KTB, Kenya Tourism Board, and many others who are in the process of making their commitments. We have the representative of PS, my colleague PS Mwangi, PS of Sports. I want to give him a minute to just say a word. Karibu sana.